The cannons of liberty are loaded. The guns of freedom are ready. The soldiers are on the front lines. We the people have the power. We are America. AmericanLibertyRadio.com.
Hey, folks, how you doing? Have some more tech issues in the studio. I had to switch to another computer. So, yeah. So, more tech issues. I'm not like the government, you know. I don't say, hey, let's throw money at it in hopes that it'll fix the problem. So, I just, I manage to do what I do. But yeah, anyway, this is holy crap, what day is this? This is January 31st, isn't it? It's 31st of January, 2017. How you doing? This is American Liberty Radio Network podcast right here on AmericanLibertyRadio.com and also on American Liberty Radio on Spreaker.com and also on iTunes. And if you're not getting this particular show on iTunes, let me know. Just let me know. You can email me at AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. How are you? Are you doing good? I mean, it's... what is this, really? It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Is Friday here yet? Is that what most people are saying? Were you saying that yesterday when you went to work or got home? Is it Friday yet? Excuse me. See, I got all this stuff going on in my sinuses that I need something to clean out. I mean, I'm talking clear as glass. I need to clean my sinuses out to where I can freaking breathe, man. I just found out my eustachian tubes are, in my ears are all, bothering me to some point, and my, it's really, really bad. At times, not all the time, but at times, like today. So, excuse me, see? Anywho, folks, how you doing? I know I'm doing well, actually. Thanks for asking. And I just feel that it's it's one of those things, folks. Hey, a friend of mine just wrote a comment to a live Senate Education Committee votes on the nomination of Betsy DeVos for Education Secretary. And my friend wrote, unbelievable. It just continues. Now the kids are at risk of decent education because we get another unqualified individual. Huh. You know what I like to say to that? How do you know they're not qualified? Do you know their background? What college they went to? What university they went? Do you know anything about these people? No. So I think your comment is moot, really. So anyway, I'm going to steer clear of a lot of the stuff I used to talk about and just get into some opinions about certain things. But I will share with you headlines and all of that, and we'll let you know what's happening, what's going on, how things are, and everything like that. And we can, go from there. If my voice doesn't go out on me. Let's have a survey. I'm going to put a survey out here right now, a verbal survey. I'll probably put this on the website at American Liberty Radio Network, at AmericanLibertyRadio.com. How good, and I'm going to say good in terms of its true meaning, how good have politicians been in keeping promises? Okay, how good? Let's go to dictionary.com and punch in good. moral, excellent, virtuous, righteous, pious, satisfactory in quality, quantity, or degree, or of high quality, excellent, right, proper, fit, well-behaved, kind, beneficent, or friendly, honorable, or worthy, in good standing. That's adjective. I don't know. That's a weird word, isn't it? Adjective view, better or best, right? And it's also a noun, so it's profit or advantage, worth, benefit, what good will it do, as an example. Excellence or merit, kindness, moral, righteousness, virtue, especially in grading the U.S. beef, the meat supply we have. And so one of those is going to be close to what you believe, right? How good have our politicians been in, keeping in line with what they say they're going to do? Well, let's put it that way. Let's give it a more broader view of that. How good have they been? And it's really cool because, I look at it this way. I examine a lot of things, and I put forth these ideas, and literally some people look at me and go, "Are you crazy? Are you nuts?" No, I'm not. I'm just really curious as to how people feel. I'm curious as to how the whole aspect of our nation is when it evolves from year to year, and how it devolves from year to year, especially in political campaigns. And I look at the whole nation and I ask myself, what the hell's going on? If people can't, come together, shake hands, sit down, have lunch, enjoy one another's company without getting pissed off at what they believe, that to me is a good day. Okay? That's just simply a good day. All right? So I'm going to share some articles with you. So again, good. Look that up. All right? So I really believe that we can get along. I do believe that we can get along in terms of, just being able to live with one another, to be able to live peaceably with one another, as the good book says, okay? Alex Jones talks about liberals go back to activism after Obama leaves office. Trump signals the left's awakening. And this was today, as a matter of fact. Reports are flooding in that liberals are buying guns and now distrust their government. Surprise, you're starting to get it. Now you can all thank Trump for rousing you from your slumber. You're welcome. So I'm going to put this on the American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page. American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page. I know I said that just a little too quick. American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. So and there it is, published. Bing. It's there. So as we look at America, as we look at the United States, as we examine every little aspect of what's going on, what we can see, what we can hear, my question to you is, again, how good are the politicians at keeping their promises? Or at fulfilling their campaign concepts? I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Immigration is a big thing right now. Huge, massive. I mean, he's put an immigration temporary, let me use that word because it's there, temporary immigration ban on the United States. And he's basically shut down a lot of things so far in the last 24, 48 hours, which in one way, okay, in one way, it's good. It's fantastic. It's great. Okay, let's keep the terrorists out of the country. Okay. Are we on the same page here? Okay. Are we absolutely on the same page here? Now, the other thing that this does is it creates a huge separation in ideology within the United States of America. You're keeping out the terrorists. Great, wonderful. Give you a high five on that one. But you're also creating a division of ideology in the United States of America where we're both, you and I, are at each other's throats on this stuff. Okay? You ought to see me. I'm animated with my hands, okay? But we're at each other's throats, and we're dividing ourselves through somebody else's monkey wrench that they throw in to our logic. Okay? Do you get it now? Do you understand? Let me break that down a little further, okay? Remember when you were in elementary school, high school, around in there, middle school? You know, you were there. You hope, right? You were there. And remember out in the schoolyard, you had that person who just didn't look all that great to you. You would look at him and go, that person is up to something. You know what I mean? If you were aware, you just had a funny feeling about that one person, right? So you find out, as as I did. Let me put myself in this example because this is exactly what I've done. I remember I was just starting high school and looked at, my environment saying, okay, how can I adapt to this? It was like the first couple of weeks of high school, right? And the first month. And I was going, okay, how can I adapt? How can I got friends from, my junior high, my elementary school. I got friends here. Okay, I know these people. All right. Do I hang around those people? Do I make new friends? This kind of thing. You're in a whole new environment, right? So anyway, you identify these people that, you see them, they're there, and you're going, something shady about that person, and you just don't quite put your finger on it. You don't know what it is, but you find out that that's the person that goes to one group of people and for days and maybe weeks gets them all riled up about another group of people, in the school, right? So, and that's the same person that goes up to this other group and says, and spends a couple of days with them and talks about the other group he just left, right? So then you've got that, what I call the antagonizer. And basically, how I define that is it's that person that says, well, it's that person that causes the problem for both groups. You know what I'm saying? So he's the person that's out there. He's the person that's center stage, and he's making the waves, and with the other people. But he's kind of like he's kind of like the person that is causing the problem. But yet when people ask him, he's like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? He's that type of. This is what we have in America today. We have the federal government, Washington, D.C., the elites, the global elites playground, Washington, D.C., and their businesses there and everything, controlling Washington, D.C. They're the antagonizer, and they go to all of us in separate groups and, talk crap about the other group over here, down the road, down the street, on the other side of the country, and they are the ones who are behind the scenes causing the problems. They're causing the problems, and you and I react to that problem, and then he goes to the big boys and says, hey, I got them all riled up now. You can put your solution in now. I know that's a long explanation of a Hegelian dialectic. Go look that one up. Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution. Go check that out. So in this immigration, thing, we've got that going on. We've got this whole thing transpiring under our noses, and we can't identify that one person or that one group that has caused the problems for you and I. I mean, we can identify them, we can name names, we can do all that, but we don't know who they have sent out to do this, to be the antagonizer and to cause the problems. Okay, we don't know that one person. We know the group, we just don't know that one person. And this whole immigration thing is going to blow up in their face, in the far left liberals' face. Okay? It's going to blow up in their face. They know it, but they're trying everything they can to make a wedge between logic and, accurate ideologies concerning immigration and policies and all that with their bullcrap false sense of, ideology and all that. So it's going to blow up in their face. Kit Daniels at Infowars.com, 31 January 2017. Big headline, fruit-picking robot latest blow to illegal immigration. Robot can actually pick fruit based on ripeness. See, when you and I and your grandma and grandpa went out and taught us how, to know what a ripe fruit was, we could feel it. You see where the technology's going, folks? A robot can now pick fruit off an assembly line. A robot that can pick fruit off an assembly line could signal the end of low-skilled jobs routinely staffed by illegal aliens. A prototype robot developed by online grocer Ocado uses a robotic hand in combination with computer scanning and can successfully pick fruits and vegetables according to ripeness, something that even human shoppers fail to do at times. Quote, people have tried suction cups, robot hands with 3 fingers. What we are trying to do is actually mimic the human hand, unquote, said Osada spokesman Alexandru Voisa. Yeah, I know, weird name. Quote, the gripper is based on air pressure, which controls the movement of the robotic fingers, unquote. Well, he goes on and talks about that a little bit, and then he says, and then the article says, eventually the robot will learn to pack other things such as wine, toiletries, and detergent. Additionally, Osado is also developing a robot maintenance worker called Second Hands who can help maintain a warehouse. This is a major breakthrough in robotics because scientists are now simply exploiting an adaptable design they already know will work. The human hand. It's a throwback to Leonardo da Vinci, who routinely developed successful inventions by mimicking designs created by nature. And the robots would take away many labor jobs companies illegally and routinely hire illegal aliens to do. Okay? And it says here, employers are already transitioning some tasks from human laborers to automation. For example, after President Trump took office, California farmers, fearful of the coming slowdown in illegal immigration, decided to start investing in technology that could replace unskilled workers. There's more, so I'm going to share that on the page, American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. You can also catch me on gab.ai, www.gab.ai. Folks, there's a whole plethora of technology that's out there right now that these people, these far-left liberal loons, and I call them that because you know what a loon is? Let me go let me go tell you what a loon is, shall I? Anyway, go to dictionary.com again, folks. Loon, any of several large short-tailed, web-footed, fish-eating diving birds of the genus Gavia of the northern hemisphere. And here, that's one of them. That's a noun. That's what it is. And here's a second definition of loon, a crazy or simple-minded person. And it came from the 1400s, between 1400 and 1450, late Middle English loen, perhaps Old Norse luin, worn, tired, later influenced by loon or loony. So there you go, folks. Yeah, a crazy or simple-minded person. They're crazy. They're nuts. They're out of their minds. They're completely, bat crap crazy. All of them are. And that's just the way it is. I tell it like it is, folks. I tell it like it is. I mean, that's just, It's simple math, folks. When you really, really look at it, it's just simple, okay? It's just literally simple. When I say simple, I'm talking 1 + 1 = 2. I'm not talking loony bin type of simple. I'm talking, just simple math, right? Simple things, It's just simple to understand that these far-left liberal loons are crazier than, crazy, and they don't give one rip about you, about me, about freedom, about liberty, about security for this nation. They don't give one rip about it. Do you know why? Because Democratic Socialists, that's who they are part of the progressive movement, which, of course, wants to tear apart the United States of America economically, ecumenically, physically and everything, to tear it down to, scorched earth type of policy so that the globalists who run all these, destroyed countries will come in and take over. That's exactly what they want. And you can go look at their writings, you can go look at their white papers, you can go look at every single thing they say, and basically it winds up that they want to destroy the United States of America, period. This is what they are. And here's a problem. Here is a problem. Clifford Cunningham contributed to Infowars.com 31st January 2017 today. Democrat senator, no immigration screening, more gun control. See? Take away the people's guns. Take away my guns, your guns, all that. Take away our means to protect ourselves from foreign invaders into this country, namely, Muslim jihadist terrorists, okay, that are being, that are flooding into the country in some way, shape, or form. Take away our protection. This is what the Dems want. This is what the Democratic Socialists want. They want more gun control. Do you know what more gun control is code for and stands for? Take away our guns. Ban guns, period. That's what it is. Clifford Cunningham, Dem, no immigration screening, more gun control. Anti-gun Dems suggest using flawed terror watch list to ban guns. See, they're using flawed stuff now. You see what I'm saying? Democratic Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut suggested he would like the United States to move towards a system of, quote, absolutely no screening, unquote, for immigrants while imposing additional gun control measures. During an appearance on MSNBC's Morning Joe, Senator Murphy suggested having, quote, a discussion about a pathway in which there is absolutely no screening, unquote, for immigrants entering the United States, citing visa waiver agreements between the United States and Europe to demonstrate the ability of people to enter the United States, quote, without almost any security vet, unquote. Quote, and this is what the senator says, quote, so I would go towards a sort of European bent in looking at screening, unquote, he added, quote, and then maybe let's make sure that if folks get into this country and we suspect them of having connections to terrorism, that they shouldn't be able to get an assault weapon, unquote. Quote, that's a huge liability in our law today, unquote. You know what that means? It's a slippery slope, folks. They're already trying to do that against, I might as well just call California what it is. It's a communist state. That's just the way it is. They've done that in California. It took my brother damn near 6 months to get a concealed carry. Okay. Senator Murphy has made no secret of his support for more restrictive gun control measures, leading a 15-hour filibuster on the floor of the Senate to protest a lack of new gun control measures following the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida. In the immediate aftermath of the Quebec City mosque shooting, New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman joined CNN's Chris Cuomo to argue in favor of banning those on a terror watch list from being able to purchase a firearm. Slippery slope, folks. Quote, what would actually make me feel more secure as an American is if someone who is on our own terror watch list in America, so much so that they cannot board an airplane in this country without being checked, couldn't buy an quote-unquote assault weapon. That would actually make me feel better, unquote, he said. Folks, there is no such thing as an assault weapon. Let me get that out of there. I'm going to put the rest of this on the page on Facebook. There is no such thing as an assault weapon. It's just a tag that people put on weapons that are high-powered. There is no such thing as an assault weapon. The word assault, let's go back to dictionary.com again. Okay, and I'll tell you what the meaning of assault is. Sudden violent attack, onslaught. In the law, it means an unlawful physical attack upon another, an attempt or offer to do violence to another with or without battery, as by holding a stone or a club in a threatening manner. In the military, it's the stage of close combat in an attack. A sudden violent attack or onslaught. Okay, that's what assault means, folks. It's an action, not a piece of property. So, an assault weapon, there is no such thing. It is the person holding the weapon that assaults another, like a club or a bat. Did you just hear me with the dictionary.com definition? So, there is no such thing as an assault weapon, period. So these far-left liberal loons, Thomas Friedman, the New York Times columnist, and Senator Chris Murphy are a bunch of bat-crap crazy far-left liberal loons, period. End of sentence, done. I don't want to hear no more about what other people think in terms of, well, you're wrong. Well, if I'm wrong, prove it. You can't because you don't want to admit you're wrong. Excuse me. All the phlegmy stuff in my throat. Hey, look at this, folks. Here's another bat-crap crazy leftist. And I'm going to say that because he is. Jerome Corsi contributes to Infowars.com, 31 January 2017. Google attempts quiet takeover of Trump White House. White House advisor cautions, quote, Google head Schmidt, a top Hillary advisor, cozies up to Trump, unquote. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Eric Schmidt, who, by the way, in, I believe was 2010, or maybe was it 2014, I think he went twice to the Bilderberg meeting that was not only held here in Chantilly, Virginia, but also in other countries as well every year. I don't know where it's held this year, but Eric Schmidt goes to all of them. Okay, he's one of the members that go there to these meetings, the Bilderberg meetings. This is out of New York. Eric Schmidt, the founder of the multinational conglomerate Alphabet Incorporated, the parent company of Google, is making a run to become a Trump insider, intending hopefully to reverse the political damage done by the strong support he and Google gave to the Obama administration for 8 years and to Hillary in her 2016 presidential campaign. On December 14, 2016, Schmidt was included in a group of prominent tech industry executives that met with then-President-elect Donald Trump in a much-publicized meeting. January 17th, 2017, Politico reported that Schmidt was cited at an unannounced visit to Trump Tower where he lunched privately with Jared Kushner, Trump's real estate magnate son-in-law, married to Trump's daughter Ivanka in 2009, who has emerged to be named as senior advisor to his father-in-law in the White House. Schmidt's charm offensive. Well, it's a long freaking article, folks. Let me just go ahead and post that on the Facebook page, American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Yeah, there we go, folks. I am at the point where I am just done. I'm not getting to that point. I am at that point. I'm completely done, folks, with far-left liberal loons. And guess what? They're stupid. Every single last one of them. They are dumber than a box of freaking rocks. I'll talk to you in a bit, folks. AmericanLibertyRadio.com.
Growing up terrestrial radio. The future is here. Destroying the liberal media, one truth bomb at a time. Independent media is shattering the liberal national security media into a million pieces. Their views of the world are based on the script the government gives them. Independent media seeks out and finds the truth and reports on what is truly going on behind the scenes. Support the truth and facts. Support independent media. The reality underneath the honesty. LiveTruthRadio.com. Check out Late Night in the Midlands with your host Michael Vera at LateNightInTheMidlands.com, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Go to LateNightInTheMidlands.com. The world as we know it has been turned upside down. The leaders are faced with possible annihilation from their enemies. The United States is at the brink of a total collapse. This is the reality we live in. What can be done? The truth, the facts. American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Welcome back. This is American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Just big old sigh there. Here, go check out a friend of mine, Mr. Tom Slick, over at Radio Rock 92.6 The Blitz. Radio Rock has all your independent hits from around the world. Yes, they do. Mr. Tom Slick over at the Morning Brew, Monday through Friday at, I believe it's 10 p.m. Pacific, or 10, not 10 p.m., it's 10 a.m. Pacific, although you can hear it anytime you want. Live, 10 a.m. Pacific, and I think it's 10 a.m. You want to find out? Go to 926theblitz.rocks. 926theblitz.rocks. Go check out Mr. Tom Slick at the Morning Brew. Tell him American Liberty Radio Network sent you. And also check out another colleague in this defense of freedom and liberty and security for the United States, Mr. Nick Tucker over at Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook and on gab.ai. And you can listen to his show, Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker, at distortedreality.podbean.com, and that's also on American Liberty Radio Network. Check it out, folks. And let's see, what else? Oh, yeah. Tomorrow night, I believe it's at 8 Central. It's Waking Up the Masses with Robert Bruce, and I believe
It's on wakingupthemasses.com. Go check that out as well. Tomorrow, live broadcast for wakingupthemasses.com. Excuse me. There's times when have you ever gotten to that point where you're going, I thought that was something, whatever it is you're looking at, whatever it is you're trying to remember, and you go and look at that thing and you're going, that's not what I thought it was. Have you ever done that? It's like, I did that this morning. I walked into the studio and was looking around because I'm cleaning up around here, doing some stuff, and I looked at something and went, wait a minute. That's not what I thought that was. So I had to really, so anywho, yeah, that's happened to me this morning. So it's going to be a good morning, but I laugh it off, man. Look at the absurdities of life, folks. Just examine the absurdities of life. Seriously. Because, and some of your friends are absurd, aren't they? They're just completely, think about it. Just think about it for a minute. What do you know about certain things that just make you go, what? Have you ever just thought about something and looked at it and just examined it and went, what? What is what? Oh yeah, the absurdities of life. Those things are the funniest things in the world, man. Trust me. They're just, when you attempt to try to understand something that's absurd, you just sit there going, I just don't know. It's just crazy, folks. Yeah, I'm laughing this morning because, it's better than crying. And I'm alive today, and it's better than the alternative, a good day above ground, you know what I mean? And I'm drinking whatever the hell I'm drinking. What is this? Some brown stuff? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Folks, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's keep on going, shall we? Yes. Oh, God. Leader of Portland anti-Trump protest charged with sexually abusing minor. Portland has been the site of ongoing violent protest against Donald Trump. That's on Infowars.com. Pelosi asked, quote, is someone going to deal with this, unquote, as Mike fails at anti-Trump rally. When all else fails, sing. That's what Democratic lawmakers and anti-Trump protesters did last night on Capitol Hill as they waited in the cold for a microphone to be fixed. Okay. See, absurdity, folks. You gotta laugh. That's pretty much karma right there. It's not absurd. That's just plain-ass karma. Pelosi is a far-left liberal loon, and you can tell. And her buddy, Dianne Feinstein, is the same way. Of course, Obama breaks silence as former president to defend violent protests. 11 days was all it took. Yeah, he's an idiot. No tears for Senator Schumer in 2015 when he was calling for a refugee ban. Well, what do we have here? Let's read that. Shall we? It's under the U.S. news section of the news section of Infowars.com. TruthRevolt.com has that one as well. 31st January 2017. Quote, the internet never forgets, unquote, is a hard lesson Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer learned on Monday. As Truth Revolt reported, Schumer gave his Village Voice heralded acting, quote-unquote, magnum opus, when he stood before cameras on Sunday and cried about President Trump's, quote, mean-spirited and un-American, unquote, executive order temporarily stopping the flow of refugees into the United States. But where were those tears in 2015 when Schumer suggested the exact same thing? Twitchy noted by digging up the following tweet. This is what Schumer said, and he's on Twitter, at Sen Schumer, Senator Schumer, at Sen Schumer. This is what Chuck Schumer said, 19th of November 2015. He says, and I quote, we must tighten loopholes in the visa waiver program, ensure passports can't be faked, and stop terrorists who want to exploit the system, unquote. There you go. Here's what he proposed in 2015, according to The Hill. Senator Charles Schumer of New York, the third-ranking member of the Senate Democrat leadership on Tuesday, said it may be necessary to halt the resettlement of Syrian refugees in the United States. Republicans immediately seized on Schumer's comment, which breaks with other Democrats who have argued against halting the program. Schumer, however, declined to take the option off the table ahead of a special briefing scheduled for Wednesday afternoon on the process that is now used to vet refugees entering in the United States. Quote, we're waiting for a briefing tomorrow. A pause may be necessary. We're going to take a look at it, unquote. This is what he said last year. See, a refugee quote-unquote ban is a great idea when it comes from Democrats. That's just pure compassion. But when Republicans suggest it, especially Donald Trump, it's the most careless, thoughtless, tyrannical, unchristian thing ever done in history. Exit thought and winner of today's internet goes to 100 Proof, who said in the reply to the comment of Chuck Schumer, 19th of November 2015, 100 Proof at Champion Capua, C-A-P-U-A, Champion C-A-P-U-A, at Senator Schumer. Loopholes aren't all that are going to be tightened around once you remember this tweet. That was yesterday at 2:14 p.m. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on the page so you can read it. All right. You know, if you're paying attention. Hey, are you awake out there? Yeah, just checking. Just checking. You know, I see the statistics for this show, and I'm thinking, thank you, Billings, Montana, because about 93% of the plays of this show, of the people that hit the play button, are in Billings, Montana. So thank you, man. If you guys want to advertise on the network, please consider it, because, hey, it's a win-win situation for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're going to help me upgrade the studio around here. So thank you, Billings, Montana, for listening to my program. I don't care if you listen to it for 2 minutes or an hour. I just thank you. I appreciate that. Why people are protesting the travel ban. Learn what all the fuss is about in a quick breakdown. Let's take a look at that. And who is this? Owen Schroyer of Infowars.com. It's a video. Find out what people are so upset about in a breakdown of Trump's recent travel ban on refugees from selected countries. So I'm going to put that on the page on Facebook, American Liberty Radio Network. And I want you to understand that, first of all, for me personally, I am not prejudiced or racist. Never have been, never will be. But I'm also a very, keen observer. And therefore, I understand why people are protesting. I know all your tricks, folks. You protesters out there. I know who's funding you, okay? Mr. George Soros. How do you get those signs made so quickly? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I am also a defender of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and of the United States of America. If you don't like that, pack your crap, get the hell out. No, I'm going to tell it like it is. You don't like America? Leave. You don't like what the Republicans are doing to this country? And oh, by the way, there are plants, quote unquote, in the Republican Party from they're basically Democratic operatives posing as Republicans, and they're within the Republican Party. This is all on record. You can go look it up. It's all there. You'll find them. It's a huge list of people. And if I've overlooked something, please let me know. Just email me. Or, if you're listening to this on Spreaker.com, just drop something in the comment section down there. But literally, we have to understand what's going on. And I literally will not allow this country, myself and millions of other people, will not allow this country to be taken over by globalists and by terrorists. We're not. We're not going to do it. We know their tricks. We know what's going on. We know what's behind the scenes. We know who's handling all the business up there in Washington, D.C., and we just need to cut that 10 square mile piece of land off and throw it in the Atlantic. That's all we need to do. Oh, that's violent. You're calling for a coup. No, I'm calling for sensible government. If you really want a government, a centralized government, which our founding fathers warned us about, then it has to be reasonable, fair, and of, by, and for the people. And if you can't have that, don't want that, can't stand that, pack your crap and get the hell out of the United States of America. And people in Montana, you guys rock, okay? I have seen article after article about people standing up against this refugee plan, against the governor, against some senators here. And you know what? Good. Let's keep pushing them against the wall. And let's put our hands on their chest and say, you stop right there, buddy boy, because you ain't letting this state collapse under the globalist ideologies. Understand me? This is how it's going to be, you know? We, the people, have to stand up once again, as we did in the War of Independence, and tell our enemy, if you will, the globalist, we've had enough of your crap. We're stopping you, and that's just the way it is. Get this, folks. Go look this up. This is in history. 3% of the population in 1773, 4, 5, up to the signing of the Declaration of Independence, 3% of the population kicked England's ass. You understand me? And then we had a big brouhaha, years later in 1871? With President Ulysses S. Grant, who got his arm twisted in office and signed a document called the Act of 1871, basically handing the United States back to the Rothschilds in England. Okay? Do you now understand why this whole battle is happening? We're allies with England? What the hell for? But that's okay, because the past is the past. There are more people in England right now that want the freedoms we have that don't have them. Okay? Think about that one. You know what I'm saying? Go look this stuff up, folks. I'm not going to sit here and methodically go down the list of things and try to help you understand this. I'm just going to tell you the basic highlights, and I encourage you to go look this stuff up. Trump bans all lobbyists, delivers in spades. No longer will foreign governments be able to lobby American politicians. That is one of the things that I was hoping he would do, and he did. I'm not a Trump supporter. He's not a perfect man, folks. But he's a hell of a lot better than Obama, and definitely a lot better overall in every direction than Hillary Clinton. So anybody in Billings, Montana that was a Hillary Sanders supporter, I don't feel sorry for you. I really don't. Seriously, I really don't. Okay. I don't. You can talk to a brick wall all day long. It ain't going to fall down. You know what I'm saying? So you guys lost. Get over it. Just go back to your safe space. Go, be your whiny brat pansy ass self and just, leave everybody else alone and let the adults take care of things. Okay. So this is I wonder, long day, long day. No. I'm just doing like two things at once here, folks. Multitasking has never been one of my best traits. Butthurt pro-abortion agitator arrested at Texas rally for life. Protester gets out of line and Texas police take him away. Good. Bye. Stick your ass in jail, you numbnuts. Fake tears. That's a quote. Trump mocks Chuck Schumer's crying. There's about 5% chance that it was real. Yeah. Okay. ISIS supporters side with anti-Trump protesters over travel ban. Jihadists encouraged by far-left efforts to divide America. There we go, folks. Right there. Bingo. In your face, Paul Joseph Watson, Infowars.com, 30th of January, 2017. ISIS supporters have publicly echoed, publicly echoed the concerns of anti-Trump protesters in angrily denouncing President Trump's travel ban while also expressing encouragement at the left's efforts to divide the country. I'm not even going to go any further than that. You guys can read that on your own on the page, American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Sorry, folks. A little something going on this morning. Yeah. So woke up today and my mouth felt like the Mojave Desert. No, I don't drink. It's just, I don't know if we keep the heater on because it's been cold around here in Billings, Montana. So I don't know if that's dried me out or what, but I wake up and I'm just like, I can't breathe, man. I'm all plugged up and I'm constantly for about a half hour just like, just can't, I can't, man. Oh, God. Quebec mosque shooting, a devastating blow to the leftist narrative. Leftist media rushes to judgment while lacking details. I'm going to put that on the American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page. I'm putting a lot up there, folks. Just putting a lot up there, and I just want to encourage you people to go read it. It's all links that are up there. So, and all these articles that I'm putting up there are from Infowars.com. They are the not only tip of the spear, but they're on the mountaintop yelling at everybody, screaming, telling the truth, giving you the facts. And I'm just, letting you know some people don't listen to that show. So I'll look at it this way. Here's my network, American Liberty Radio Network, sharing the truth one fact at a time. I go elsewhere other than Infowars.com. I go to RT, I go to, Breitbart, I go to other places, right? I even go to the propagandist media of MSNBC and all those places. But, basically, they're going to spin it to suit their readers and their viewers. Okay? Claimed, quote-unquote, Muslim ban exempts 87% of Muslims. So Trump's reform policy only impacts 1 of every 8 Muslims worldwide. Okay, that's also on the, since I said it, I'll put it up on the page. I'll let you guys read that. Not let you. You guys can read that, I'm sure. It's up on Facebook, American Liberty Radio Network. Some of the words we use, folks, we have to really pay attention to because, you might send a different you might confuse people in their interpretation of what's, actually going on. The left goes all in on open borders, no nation, F deportations. I talked about that yesterday a little bit. By the way, speaking of the podcast, I will have a live show, The Truth Experience, later in the week. Okay? Probably, what is this, Tuesday? Probably tomorrow. Okay? So, stay connected, man. Go to The Truth Experience on Facebook. The Truth Experience on Facebook. So, and I'm going to post it as well and all that. So, there you go. So, folks, I think I got one more, I think I got time for one more article, I think. Let me take a look. Leftist media propagandizes Trump immigration plan. POTUS gets big-time resistance over immigration policy he campaigned on. Yeah, we all know that there's, resistance. Ex-official calls on Mexico to unleash drug cartels to punish Trump. Suggests drugs should be allowed to flow into the U.S. What? It's Paul Joseph Watson, Infowars.com, 31st January 2017. Today, folks, actually. And, go check that one out. I'm not even going to give you a teaser on that one. I'm just going to, just go check that one out on the page, American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. And it's from CNN. So there you go. So I'm done there, folks. No more articles to read because I'm almost out of time, man. So anyway, hey, again, Billings, Montana, thank you. Big, giant virtual high five to you folks listening to the show. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. I mean, it's that simple. Just email me at AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. Put in the subject line radio so I know you heard this show. Thank you, folks. You guys are, man, Billings, you rock. Okay? Just serious. You guys freaking rock. But anyway, speaking of rock, go check out all the independent hits from around the world with Tom Slick in the Morning Brew over at Radio Rock, 92.6 The Blitz, 926theblitz.rocks. That's ROCKS. 926theblitz.rocks. Check out the Morning Brew and Tom Slick. Check him out. Yes, tell him I sent you. Anyway, folks, winding down this another hour of the American Liberty Radio Network podcast. A live show coming up. I think I'll do it tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, The Truth Experience. I'll do another episode there. Hopefully, if the tech issues don't overwhelm me, hopefully, cross my fingers, hope to have either be on Nick Tucker's show, Distorted Reality, or he'll be on my show. Don't know yet. Got to confirm. Got to do all that. Got to, network and find out what's going on. But hopefully, bar any tech issues, I can get him on my show tomorrow night. If not, hey, it's just going to be me. Tomorrow night, The Truth Experience, 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on American Liberty Radio Network. thetruthexperience.weebly.com or The Truth Experience on Spreaker.com. So check that out, folks, as well. What else, man? I may just jump a little early today, you know what I mean? I don't know, but let me give you this before I go. There's a lot of things going on out there. You're overwhelmed. You're confused. You're backed up against the wall. You have absolutely no idea how to transcend all of this bullcrap that's going on out there from the propagandist media. So I want to ask you, if you so choose, please support American Liberty Radio Network in any way that you can. Equipment, a few bucks here in the coffer, whatever. If you have any questions on how you could do that, please ask me. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. I'll try to set something up on the website so I'll make it easier for you. But you can also advertise on the network if you so choose to do so. Yes, go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com, go to the sponsors page. All the information is right there. And at the beginning of next month, which is tomorrow, for probably the whole month, I'm going to run an advertising special. Okay, so you guys in Billings, Montana, if you guys are looking to advertise on the network, or if you choose to, it's completely up to you. Please go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com, go to the sponsors page, check it out. If you have any questions, of course, email me and put in the subject line radio, and that way I know you heard me. Thank you, folks. Appreciate that very much. And I'm out of here. I'm going to get out of here a few seconds early. Holy crap, man. That's, wow. I jammed a whole lot of stuff in an hour, didn't I? It's just, I don't know. Let's play some music on the way out, shall we? Okay, let's go. Well, shoot, I got 1 minute left. Doggone it. Might as well just wait, huh? Hey, again, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, want to tell me to piss off, hey, email me at AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. Go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com for more information about the shows and all of that. And I'm on Spreaker.com and also iTunes. So check that out as well. Folks, I am out of here. Have a great day. American Liberty Radio. Sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS.